Coach Winklejohn from Jackson Wink, he said that Jon Jones had an arm injury 2 days before UFC 214, and basically he just couldn't lift his arm over his head.
How do you get hurt 2 days before?
Wrestling.
Who's he wrestling? Which training partner was he wrestling where he hurt his arm? Well, it's even more impressive. But once you get in the cage, there's a lot. Listen, no one fights healthy. It's cool, but if you can't lift your arm, and once you're in the cage, you can be all right. Once you get going, warmed up. I'm sure after is a bitch, but no one really jumps in healthy. Obviously it makes the win even more impressive, but if you're doing camp right, you're never in there 100%. That doesn't surprise me.
The headline here says, Jon Jones' potential Brock Lesnar fight is equivalent to Mayweather versus McGregor.
How so?
This is what he wrote. He says, and I quote, "I think I was inspired by Conor McGregor, to be honest with you, to just dare to reach higher. Me versus Brock Lesnar is somewhat equivalent to Mayweather versus McGregor." I guess the fact that he's reaching for something that seems like it's impossible.
That's fair. But listen, you fighting at heavyweight, we've talked about forever. I actually called on Joe Rogan's podcast a long time ago, you fighting Lesnar. That's not as far as reach as Conor McGregor fighting Floyd Mayweather. That was like, people were like, are you shitting me? That's never going to happen. When you're both in the UFC, anything's possible. It's not that far of a reach. I think maybe what he calls, he was inspired by Conor, just these super fights. Also, that's the world we live in now. We live in a society where belts it doesn't matter. Woodley being the belt holder, we don't really care anymore. GSP companies fighting 185. It's all about super fights because that's what sells. Not belts don't sell anymore. Ask DJ, ask Woodley, ask Joanna, Amanda Nunes. I could keep going all day, but belts, they don't sell. So super fights sell. So everyone's just following the Conor kind of game plan here to get these big money fights. I love the fight, Brock versus Jon Jones. Take my money now.
He says a lot of people would assume that he would lose the fight. No, right? Most people.
Well, he's taking a page out of Mayweather's book there, trying to honey dick us. Maybe.
Jon Jones was on what is this, Maggie Gray Sports Illustrated show, and he said that he would drink before fights to challenge himself to make it more difficult.
God damn, I just became a bigger fan. God, dog, that is gangster. Like right before a fight?
Yeah, the night before.
Oh my God. How cool is that? I mean, for sure not a role model, but fuck a role model right now. I almost did accept during self-destruction things. Somewhere in my head, I was doing it to challenge myself, see what type of adversity I'd fight through. God damn. Jon Jones mentioned that he would drink before fights and go do stupid stuff just to stack the deck against him, make it even more difficult. Let that sink in. Jones said he used partying as a crutch because there's something that's really defeating about doing all the right things and coming up short.
So that's a mental thing, right?
That's interesting. Yeah. It's called self-sabotage.
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys in entertainment. I got, a lot of guys close to me who, there's always self-sabotage because there's a reason why they didn't make it. They're never going to put all into it because it's embarrassing if they didn't make it if they did. So they're always not fully committed to anything, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It sounds like that's what John was, but still somehow managed to pull it off. God damn, that is impressive. I wish I was more like that. I really do.
Self-sabotage?
No, not self-sabotage, but like just a little more loosey-goosey. Like I thought I was a straight-up rebel drinking Guinness and going on stage. I was like, you bad, boy. You bad. Oh, my God. You are dangerous. You're like fucking Andrew Dice Clay up here.